Are you picking them or not? I think it's a ballsy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're quite ready to get to that point yet, right? When it's because even when I said yesterday Vegas had them, second best odds to win the championship. You're like, I don't know about all that yet.
I just don't know that what I watched in the NBA playoffs this year that the Rockets are a KD away from shoe-in. That's just a bold prediction to me. I mean, especially on a year like this where you saw, like you mentioned, the LeBron James of the league, the Kevin Durants of the league. They're like down the stretch. We're banking on Anthony Edwards being the guy and coming into his own. We're banking on them two teams we just watched in the playoffs. Carrying the load.
Brunson,
like
Tyler,
I think it's easy right now to look at what we just watched and go, yeah, man, KD would have had these boys competing with that bunch we were watching. I don't know that bunch we just watched wasn't just kind of an anomaly here this year when you saw some of the older heads, more established superstars not in the mix. I just don't. I mean, I think the Rockets I love where they're at. I love what they're doing. I love the identity. I love Ime Udoka. I love everything about them. But they still got a bunch of young dudes around KD that have to take the next step.
Yeah, let me pose this to all of you. You can jump in on this 713-572-4610 text line as well. YouTube and for this trade to be a success with Kevin Durant, do they need to win a championship with him? For this to be a success,
no. That's
I know how you
my
feel
feel
now.
on
But sometimes
they got to compete for one. I feel for it to be a success.
For it to be a success, they have to reach what?
I don't think it's, to me, it's not a certain round. I mean, if they play through the season, they load manage KD, they get to the end, and they just happen to run into whoever this year's best team is, and they lose in a 7-game series, whether it's in the first round, the second round. I mean, I don't view it was the first round. They lost in the first round. Get them the hell out of here. No, I think throughout the season with KD, if you prove to be one of the best, like legitimately one of the best, I think the Rockets have arrived. Like last year, I think it was fair to say, you really believe in what the Rockets are doing right now? Like, they're young, they've arrived, they got this identity, they won more games than everybody expected, they're the 2 seed. Are you really believing they're a 2 seed? I think most people would have said, no, I don't believe they're a 2 seed. I believe they're a good playoff team, but I don't think they're a 2 seed, right? Like, with KD in the boat, like, to me, it's got to be, hey, man, this is a legit title contending team. Now, if they run into a buzzsaw in the playoffs, I'm not going to discredit that. Me personally, that's how I see it.
Text line coming through, you got to at least make the Western Conference Finals. At least. Someone else, you got to make this team needs ship. KD is here, or you've wasted the future of Jalen Green. Another text in, they've got to at least make the finals. What is this? Do the Rockets have to win a championship? What has to happen for this to be a success to you? I do think they got to get to the finals.
Yeah, I don't have a destination in mind for me.
In my mind, I hear you on that. The product, you've been consistent with that. I do. I think this group to me feels like now that is right now. If something there's another move made that we don't see coming.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if there's another, I don't know, Luka's going to get traded to the Lakers in a weird thing. Like, something else happens, we'll see. But right now, the way this team is constructed and the growth it seems like this team is going to have and everything they have, like, I feel like over the next couple of years, that to me, I would look at that. And of course, you have to look at it certain ways, but I would look at that. That to me seems to be the success point of it is, I'm not gonna say they got to win the thing, but can they at least get through the Western Conference and get to the Western Conference Finals? Yeah. Now, the way that the East looks right now, it seems like if you win the West, you're probably gonna win the whole
right.
thing.
I mean, the championship is the Western Conference Finals, right? Yeah, Ron, I don't know. Like,
people text you got to do better than what James Harden did.
Yeah, but like, look, James. I mean, mean, look, I'm not an but I mean, I had a lot of fun, as much fun as I could have watching ISO ball with James Harden, and I don't look. They got booted out of the playoffs a good amount of times because they ran into a damn buzzsaw. They ran into a dynasty.
I mean, I think I hear what you're saying. If OKC, even though we don't really see it yet, if OKC begins to turn into the Warriors, and you're like, you bang your head up against them, and they somehow get you the way that the Warriors got.
Yeah,
those,
I mean,
those
look. If right now with the moves that are being made in the NBA, I'm listening this morning, and the word on the street is LA's got to go make a move. So if Luka and LeBron go out and get a center and some perimeter shooting that takes them to the next level, and they are nails next year, if we run up against them in the first or second round and we lose to them, you're pissed. Like you can't believe.
I will say the first they got to get out of the first round.
Well, no, look. Again, to me, I don't. I mean, it matters who they run up against. If they get ran up out of the playoffs in the first round by a team that they're favors to win, and they lose in 5, I'm like, yeah, that's a disappointing season. But like the other, it was the Lakers in Denver. So if Denver goes out there and makes these moves to where they improve their team significantly, and you got that bunch, and you lose in the first or second round of that bunch, like you're disappointed in KD. For me, I just can't. It's hard for me to say if they don't get to this point in the playoffs, then it's a bust. It's all for none. I can't get there with that. Yeah. I know people don't like that, but that's just the reality of it for me.
Text line coming through. They need to win sometime while KD is still in Houston to be considered a successful trade. Western Conference Finals appearance is success. 50 wins plus Western Conference Final. My thing is, for me, this isn't a. There are some teams that I think are in championship or bust mode.
Yeah.
There are like you can talk about any kind of sports, right? I think OKC is probably now have arrived to championship or bust, right? There's a strong disappointment if the way their team is set up if they don't win it all, right? I think there are some teams, the Warriors of the past, the Cavs with LeBron, Miami with LeBron. I think those teams were championship or bust because a lot of things occurred. Like one, man, we kind of emptied the clip here. We kind of let it all out here. I don't think the Rockets have emptied the clip. I don't think that the Rockets have just.
Oh, I don't know. They haven't gone all in.
Yeah, they haven't gone all in and just said, "Hey, this is all right, man. We're shoving it all to the table."
Yeah.
Right. I don't think they've done that because let's say the next couple of years they don't win with KD. I think they still have Amen Thompson, who you would have hoped has taken major steps over the next 2 years. Şengün, you would hope has taken major steps. And the next from this point to 2029. So I don't like that's a big thing to me where I don't see it is a failure or not a success if they don't win a championship because I don't think that they've pushed all their chips to the middle of the table yet. I don't think they've done that yet.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think they go out and make another move and then all of a sudden it becomes like if the Lakers go out and make a splash move right now, it's championship or bust.
Yes.
If Denver goes out and makes a splash move, it's championship or bust. I mean, there's a handful of teams.
The Lakers are about run out.
If Minnesota goes out there and gets Anthony Edwards the help that they're asking for and they find that right guy, make a big move, a big splash move, it's championship or bust. Right? Boston with the injury, they're in a little bit of an idle mode there. I think the Pacers with the unexpected run plus the injury, they're in a little bit more of an idle mode there. I don't know exactly where, OKC is, even though they just won it. I just don't look at the Rockets as a championship or bust just because they went out and got Durant. Yeah. I'm not going to be mad at all if they lose a series early in the playoffs. Now, I'll be pissed off if Durant goes out there and lays an egg. I mean, I'll be pissed off if they look like they are just totally outmanned by a team that shouldn't be outmanning them. Like, I would be mad at that. But if they go out there and put their best foot forward and KD goes out and has 35 a damn game and they get ousted in the first or second round, hey, man, that's a positive move for me.
Yeah, Tyler is the psycho fan, when you look at this trade, for this to be a success, the Rockets have to do what?
I think they need to make it to the NBA Finals. I'm a bit different than y'all.
While KD is here.
Yes.
Yeah. KD is
as a Rocket. Yeah. I mean, we laid it all out yesterday pretty well, I thought. I mean, this is one of the most prolific scorers, no matter his age, the game's ever seen. And you did a great job bringing him in for not much. I mean, that was a wondrous job, and all the praise is being thrown down on Rafael Stone right now. But Durant as a Rocket, yeah, with the squad you got right now, yeah. I need to see an NBA Finals berth.
I think there are other teams in the West they have shoved it to the table. Like you talked about the Lakers are going to do whatever they can to do whatever all in. Hell, they've been an all in for years now with LeBron at his age. I think I'm with you. I think the Denver doesn't want to waste Jokic's prime. I think they're probably all in. I think teams like the Rockets and the Spurs are not doing that, but the Rockets made a big move to help themselves get to that next level. And I don't know, boy. I think damn sure got to get out of the first round. They got to be real contenders.
Ryan, you can argue that some of these squads in the West, I mean, there's L.A., Denver, Minnesota, Golden State. I mean, those four teams have to be all in with who they're riding with.
Yeah, Clippers probably
right in the middle of it too. Yeah, I mean those teams have to be all in, like spend as much money as you can to try to win one. But maybe the Rockets are there too. Maybe they make another move. But I don't. Durant doesn't get me there.
But they don't have to be all in. The Rockets don't, like those teams do, where they're just trading all their assets. Right.
Right. Yeah.
The Rockets don't have to be all in, and I think their roster is probably better than their total roster. They're all of their entirety of the roster. Like the Lakers don't have a center. like they don't have like parts. Like the Rockets roster is still all the way, better and more equipped right now. And they add KD. Someone texted in and said they've got to get their Reed Sheppard signed has a $200 shoe now. Is that how much that shoe
Sheppard.
is? They ain't buying that shoe for $200.
That shoe is $200? No way.
Drop the price, shave the mustache, and I'll consider it.
I thought that was maybe a 125, 150.
Well, that's got a real.
You got a price on it, Tyler?
Yeah, it looks like a retail for the good Shepherd shoe is $210.
Go to hell.
That ain't got 210 on it.
No, not a chance.
I mean, I got a pair of 11s in my closet that I paid $200 for.
Clint, I can't spend $200 because it's Reed.
You ain't spending $200 on LeBron's, much less Reed.
That's not true. I have. But I mean, I'm not certain. I've got some Jordans, but I'm certainly not. Reed Sheppard can't drag me out to spend $200.
210 to Nike Zoom technology.
Sheppard, man.
Dude, man.
It's got a stroke.
Tyler, order you a pair, man.
Get you a pair.
I mean, I could.
Get you a pair, man.
Get the pink ones.
No, I don't get the pink ones. That'd be gimmicky. Get them white with them speckles on them. They got speckles on them.
Yeah,
they got a little character.
Yeah. That would be gimmicky.
Get you them speckles, man.